Thanks for joining us for Fox 43 News at 10. I'm Amy Lutz. New court documents show potential fraud in the case against behavioral health facilities that suddenly closed, including right here in South Central PA, leaving dozens of people in limbo. Fox 43's Sydney Nauman breaks down what officials found and explains what's next for the company. Sydney.
Yeah, the multi-state addiction treatment provider abruptly shuttered its doors in June following prolonged financial struggles and the death of two top executives. Now, with millions of dollars in debt, financial officers are saying it's unlikely the company will recover. New court documents in the investigation of Retreat Behavioral Health Care show the company owes at least $28 million in unpaid debts. The addiction treatment provider first came under fire in late June when it abruptly shuttered its doors in Pennsylvania, Florida, and Connecticut and laid off hundreds of employees. Now, James Young, the receiver for the company, points to potential misuse of funds, says its assets are overvalued, and the company is unlikely to recover from these financial strains. These debts include multiple credit defaults, $1.2 million in unpaid wages for the month of June, and costs from healthcare violation investigations, which Young says are still incomplete. Young also noted in his report that some Retreat Pennsylvania employees were receiving bonuses, which, quote, had potentially been tied to referrals of patients discharged from RBH to selected sober living facilities, the name of which was not listed in his report. And the mysterious payments don't end there. Young also found a series of large payments totaling approximately $7.8 million were made to entities controlled by David Silverstein of New York, a partner and 33% owner of RBH's Pennsylvania locations. These payments exceeded rent and management fees and date back to May 2021. This all while the company was defaulting on loans and struggling to pay its employees. Young valued the company's assets at $53.2 million as of June 30th, 2024. After adjusting that number to account for the money still owed to patients and staff, Young stated the adjusted valuation stands at approximately $7.5 million in assets to help pay off its debts. Based on this information, Young concluded that, quote, there is no reasonable scenario under which current ownership of the company would reopen the facilities. The combination of multiple credit defaults, unpaid wages, and incomplete healthcare violation investigations, in my opinion, only leave two options. One, solicit an operator who would be willing to buy the properties outright and has the interest and resources to close a deal and commit working capital to restart these programs. Or two, shutter the properties completely and wind down in full. End quote. Young stated he has already heard from 4 companies interested in purchasing the RBH facilities that are still in good shape, but did not say who those interested parties were. Young submitted these documents ahead of a hearing that was set for Wednesday this week, but with over 200 pages of material for this investigation, the hearing had to be continued to August 27th. Amy?
Now, Sydney, now that the initial findings have been posted, how does the company go about paying off these debts?
Well, Amy, that's what Young is trying to assure now. In the documents, he urges the court to continue his receivership to ensure assets are liquidated and creditors are paid. But if it's not continued, he warns that the money may fall into the wrong hands again.
All right. Well, Sydney Nauman reporting for us tonight. Thanks so much.